Hey Soul Tribe, welcome back to Diana's Magical Mermaid Tarot channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at your hater or your haters, particularly the ones who you don't understand exactly what is the problem with these people. WTF is their problem with you when you have done absolutely nothing wrong to them, okay? What is their problem? You see what I'm saying? We're going to go deep. We're going to delve deep to figure out exactly what the problem is. Now, I do feel like this is a highly sensitive message because it has been interrupted multiple times. I've had several video technical difficulties, video disturbances trying to film this video. I've also had many phone calls, communications coming in, trying to cut this thing off, trying to sabotage it. I had a dry run where I did start filming and then something went wrong with the video. So energetically, I've cleansed now. Energetically, I'm going to cleanse a little bit more. So it does seem like this is a reading that is highly charged and very sensitive. There are gatekeeping spirits or maybe the energy of your hater or haters that do not want you to know this information. It is highly sensitive. Perhaps it is going to be revealing some of their insecurities, their weaknesses. I'm not sure which is going on, but we're going to be finding out today, and nothing will be stopping me from bringing you this message. Okay? But I've got that incense flowing, guys, and we are going to delve deeply into this message to understand the secrets as to WTF is their problem with you, and you have done absolutely nothing wrong with them. And then we're also going to get some advice, okay? I want to remind you, this is a collective reading, okay? Instead of picking a pile, this one message is meant for whoever feels drawn to watch it, okay? So if you have found your way here, you're watching right now, then this message, this entire video is for you. No pile picking is needed. Just settle in and take whatever resonates with you and leave the rest for others, as has always been the case in my videos. Okay, let us begin. Let's start here with the first tarot card from the Fairies and Magical Creatures Tarot Card Magic and Mysticism deck. It's a mouthful. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So it appears that you are very diligent at something. There's something you're very diligent at. Okay. We see like a fawn-like figure here carrying an umbrella in the middle of winter. What's that about? Very diligent. It looks like you're the type that even when it's not raining, you are prepared. You carry your umbrella with you. Okay. You continue to show up, you continue to do what you need to do, and you're very diligent, you're very careful. Very careful. Hate that your hater or hater is bringing you away has something to do with this. You're very hardworking. And even if you're not a very hardworking, super routine-like person, there is something about you, like a trait. Maybe the way you dress, or the way you carry yourself, or the way you walk. It's very careful. There's something very careful about you that this person may have a problem with, or these people may have a problem with. The way you work, maybe if you're working in a company, the steps you take are, you don't skip steps. You're very particular. You dot the I's, you cross the T's. You're not the type to be sloppy. You're the opposite of sloppy, okay? Whether in general or in something, when it comes to something in particular, okay? Okay, very interesting. You're always prepared, okay? You're prepared. If there's something, gonna be happening, you're ready. Or, like say for instance, you're going out for a walk to the park and it's a beautiful day out. Well, if it starts raining, you're the type to say, well, I've got an umbrella in my trunk somewhere. And they're like, what? And your hater or haters hate that you are so thoughtful, so prepared. Your hater or hater hates how you persist, okay? How you are reliable, you're showing up, you're dedicated, you're consistent, you're patient with the results that you get, okay? This is a quality that they do not like in you, okay? This is something that's coming through. Let's get more information. I'm also getting, especially with fawn, that you may have like maybe an alternative spirituality or something. This person may be like they don't like it because maybe you get into the old pagan gods, or you respect alternative spirituality or alternative paths. You're just very reliable. And I get the feeling too that, like, if you've been dealing with cold weather, or like a cold vibe from people aren't being that nice to you, people are being unfriendly to you, people are being weird, to you, your hater hates how you have persisted in doing whatever it is you normally do, regardless of whether people are cold to you, whether people are warm to you, whether it's cold weather, whether it's warm weather. You persist in doing whatever it is you do. You're hardy. Okay? External conditions do not dictate whether you are going to be reliable or not, or persistent or not. Another example comes to mind is if you're working a business, and you're working that business, you show up every day at 8 a.m. at your stall or whatever, and maybe for weeks on end now you only had maybe a customer a day or 2 customers a week, or whatever. You still show up every week, every day, regardless, with the same preparedness, with the same reliability. So this could be at work. Your hater or haters could be at your job, or your hater or haters could be a friends or family members that see these traits in you and maybe just don't like it for some reason. Let's get some information. We have Lenormand card here, which is Lily. Oh, that's beautiful. Lily. So the lily represents wisdom and maturity, also refinement and elegance, peace, calm energy. So I feel like your hater has a problem with you because you are very mature. You behave very maturely, and your maturity has piled up on you. The way you behave with wisdom and peacefulness, it's piled up on you. Okay? And what I mean by that is because of this long-standing trend of behaving with virtue, okay, and behaving calmly, and persisting in establishing certain foundations that you don't waver from, it has made you into a very beautiful person, or made your situation into a very beautiful one. An example that comes to mind is if you worked a career from when you were young, and it wasn't exactly the easiest career, but you stuck with it. You showed up and you had certain traits, certain virtues that you let shine through, and now you're one of these long-standing and well-respected and highly valued members of that team, or in that company, or in that or person of that profession in that industry. Okay, so you may be hated on because you hang in there. And your perseverance is leading you to become very beautiful. Your perseverance is leading you to become one of the beautiful ones. Okay? One of the long-standing, highly respected ones. So this could be in your career, or it could be even in your family. Maybe this is someone in your family who has seen that you are reliable, and you continue to persist and show up, and you're cultivating yourself along a certain path. And, it's cultivated your personality and your reputation into one that people can say without a shadow of a doubt about you, beautiful viewer, that you are one of the beautiful ones who belongs and has been there a long time. Okay? The lily bulb is not a quick growing bulb. It takes about 60 to 90 days to grow and produce flowers. Okay? And you have to target the right timing too. Apparently you have to plant it in the spring. But it's just not like one of those things you plant and boom, pops out. You have to water it, take care of it, plant that bulb. It takes about 90 days. And then you start seeing it grow and produce flowers. Okay, it takes some time. And so this is not an overnight thing. So you've worked hard for something in your life, and it's very beautiful currently standing in your life, that took some time to develop and be there. So I feel like your haters do not like your long-term stability, your perseverance, your reliability, and the way you come rain or shine, you're there. Okay, we got a beautiful conch here. It's called the Buccinum whelk, Buccinum undatum. It says here, needing to come clean or confess something. Wow. So your hater or haters, I think they admire this in you. They admire it. They admire your stability, maybe because they don't have it in their lives, or maybe they don't have family members or teammates that are reliable like you are. And, you know, they admire it, but they would never say it. They'll never say it. They'll never say, wow, you withstood the test of time in hard weather and unfriendly people and coldness and all this. You kept going anyway. And look at the beautiful things that are in your life now as a result. And this is something they would like. It's like they want to say it, but they're never going to say it. Or they may, but it's going to take a really long time before they ever tell you that. Okay. We have disengage from outcomes. Oh, we got this beautiful killer whale here. Let me read the message here out loud for you guys. Let go so you can open yourself to the highest love that you deserve. Find ways to release worry or any unresolved lack of forgiveness you might be holding on to. You got a real chill vibe. Yeah. I feel like you don't sit there and worry, oh, will it happen? Will it happen? No, you are not operating from a place of waiting. Remember I said you come rain or shine. You pass the test of time. So you're not operating from a place of, okay, I'm going to go to work today. You know, that example I gave you with the stall. You go to your stall and you're like, all right, I'm going to go to work today. I bet you someone's going to show up. And then when no one shows up that day to buy your wares or give you business, then you start, worrying and it says here, you find ways to release worry or any unresolved lack of forgiveness. So you forgive the situation that's cold or weird or didn't work out right, okay? And you don't worry when things don't go your way. That is not why you're doing it. You're not doing it so that every day you can be celebrated. Every day you can have a win. You're doing it because that is the way it is done, okay? And your hater or your haters has a problem with this in you because you're showing a certain maturity that they may lack. They may worry, sometimes if things aren't going their way, they may be the type to worry, or they may be the type to quickly give up, or they may be the type to, they're doing whatever they're doing mainly because they want a certain kind of outcome and they want it quickly. And you're not like that. Okay, you're different from them in that way. And this is part of why you have this hater energy coming your way. You continue regardless of, maybe this hater or hater of yours is one of your audience members, is one of your family members, or one of your potential customers, or one of your friends, or one of your co-workers. Someone around you is kind of what I'm getting. Someone ambient. And they've noticed your fastidiousness and your diligence. And they don't like it. Okay, this is part of why they're bringing this energy to you, this hater energy. We got Goddess Aphrodite blossom. Oh wow, I bloom with love. They say that even if things aren't going your way, you're still blooming. You're still like, man, you're thriving. You thrive, my beautiful viewer. You glow. You glow with love. You have loving energy. And you persist. And your sense of glow, or your source of glow, is internal. It's not dependent on the weather. You see, the weather is cold, harsh. The leaves have fallen off. It's unforgiving. But you just go ahead and put on your scarf. You got your woolly bottom half that keeps you naturally warm. And you keep trucking along. Okay, you truck along. And your warmth is internal. It glows from within. You don't need outside validation or things to go perfect all the time. And this level of maturity is why your hater or haters don't like you. Okay? They don't like you. They want you to feel sad if you're being ignored or things are not going well for you. They want you to quit if times are hard or nothing's happening. But they've seen you endure hard times, wait for spring to come around, and boom, you got flowers, right? And they admire this. They admire the heck out of this in you. But they will never tell you that. And this is why this glow that stays. You got the flowers blooming. You waited through the winter, right? You got flowers blooming. They don't like this about you. They don't like the way you persevere, and you're just, it's about the principle of the thing, right? For you, my beautiful viewer. And this is why they're hating on your energy. Also picking up on something to do with, people coming around you. There are people around you who are attracted to your glow. That's another reason they don't like you. There's a natural glow you have that attracts others, and they don't like you for that reason. Okay, so there's jealousy here. There's someone who doesn't like your shine, even though you've gone through hard times, even though they've seen you struggle and put in the paces and do what you need to do. They don't like the way you thrive. They don't like the end result of beautiful flowers, maybe because they can't persist like you. Or maybe their situation, even though they waited, it didn't work out for them. Or maybe they were barking up the wrong tree, or maybe they would like more people to come around them, and they're trying so hard. They effortlessly wanted people to come around them. And when they look at you, they realize that you have an internal glow. You don't need people coming around you to keep you going. You just glow, and in time, people come around you. This kind of energy. Okay, this is why they don't like you. Let's go ahead and take a look. We have the Knight of Cups, another knight. So knights symbolize in tarot. Movement, right? Taking action. So you took action when it came to your career, when it came to making something material happen for yourself. Even when times were hard, you persisted, and you are now dealing with a blossoming. Okay? And this is why you are not liked, okay, by this hater or haters, right? Boo-hoo to them. All right, we got Knight of Cups. Okay, so I feel like you've got romance in your life. Yeah, so the message is twofold. Your hater or haters, they have a problem with you because you may have a romantic suitor in your life, or maybe you tend to get approached romantically, maybe because of how pretty you are or just how appealing you are. You do glow. You got romantic attention from someone. Also, you're not this person. Your hater or your haters have a problem with you because you pursue what you love. You let your heart lead you where you want to go. Okay, you live authentically. Okay, you follow your heart. It's almost like they feel like you're just having too much fun, or you just seem too happy or filled with love or something. They don't like that. Or it could be like there's someone that's really into you and they're just like drunk on love for you. Okay, they're drunk on love for you, happy to have you around, and your hater or haters doesn't like this. Okay, they got a problem with this in you. Maybe because they don't get to have this in their lives, or they don't get to see. Maybe they don't get to, for instance, have love coming their way like this very often. I don't know why. Maybe they have an unapproachable vibe. Maybe they're not as attractive as you, or they just don't have an as attractive personality or looks. It could be maybe something to do with this for sure. There's none of this. Oh, I love my viewer. I'm so in love with what viewer is doing. Oh, like this kind of like mushy gushy energy coming your way. They don't like it. This is the reason why they got a problem with you. Let's get more information. You have wealth. Okay. There's someone who likes you coming your way, who brings money to you, who makes you wealthy, who gives you access to resources, makes you rich. So this could be romantically. This could be work-wise. It could also be that there is some interest that you're pursuing. If this is not romantic, you don't have anything romantic going on in your life. Then it could be that Or it could be both, right? There's things you pursue that you just love, and it's rewarding you financially. Okay, it's rewarding you. We have this beautiful conch, another conch here, or some type of seashell. It's called the banded tulip. Fasciolaria lilium hunteria is the scientific name. Not stopping to smell the roses, not appreciating life. Exactly. They feel like there's someone that they would like to stop by and to come appreciate them and, you know, sniff on their flower, like the Knight of Cups is sniffing on your flower. And it's not happening. This person, they're not getting that kind of romantic attention like you are. I told you. It says here, they're not stopping to smell the roses and they're not appreciating life. So this person feels unappreciated in their life, and they see that you're being appreciated, okay, in some type of way. It could be romantically, it could be with their work, it could be their artwork, it could be customers' interest in what it is that they do. They just feel like they're not getting that kind of mushy-gushy, kind of interest in their stuff. Someone just falling for them, or they're not getting crushes. They don't have people crushing on them like you do. Or, maybe they don't have people who are very interested in what they do, that have fallen in love with what your hater or haters do like you have, okay? It could be that, or it could just be they just don't like seeing it in you. They don't like seeing that you're getting this for some reason, okay? That this loving energy coming from someone else or from you is leading to you getting paid, man, or getting some type of financial reward, or getting treated well, or living a fancy life. Because I think it's specifically because they don't feel like they're getting that kind of attention, or that maybe someone or something they care about is not getting that kind of attention like you are. So they don't like seeing it in you. We have persistent drive. Number 11. This is a sense of justice is apparent here, is lacking, okay? They feel like things are unfair. Let's read the message here. See what you desire and move toward that goal. It is time to zero in on your purpose. Use your intuition and instincts to guide you for the optimal outcome. Wow. Yeah. Someone is headed your way. Yeah. Someone heads your way, and it's like and I'm seeing multiple people coming your way. And they're coming in, it's like they're coming in for the kill. Like they're just like, people are intensely interested in you, beautiful viewer. Okay? There are people who are intensely interested either in you or what you do. It could be romantic suitors, like I said earlier, or it could be people coming in for your business, or coming in for what you sell, or admirers of your work, or admirers of you. Or you could just be very popular. It's possible that you're very popular, beautiful viewer, and your hater or haters don't like this about you. Maybe there are people that they know, that they're familiar with, and these people are like, hey, hold up a minute, let me go talk to viewer, or let me go see what viewer is doing, and they just secretly get mad inside because they feel like, hey, you don't get that excited about my stuff, or they may feel like that friend of theirs might be like, oh my gosh, have you seen what viewer is up to and what they did? And that just, they get mad at that because they're like, I don't get that kind of attention. So what's the big deal about viewer? Viewer is you getting this. So they just feel like there's a lot of persistent drive towards you, movement towards you, towards what you have, because you're irresistible, viewer. You're irresistible. And this energy in you, this glow that you put out that attracts lots of people. Remember I said there's people around you. We got these killer whales, we got all this activity with other beings around them. We got the sharks, this group of sharks, and also this clownfish or something. They're all moving your way. They don't like it. They don't like the fact that you draw eyes, you draw action, you draw attention. And I think even though they don't like it, even more because you are deserving of it. Because you persisted when times were hard. This isn't just like one of those born with a silver spoon in your mouth. So you're naturally popular. Your family was well connected, or you're born into a rich family, or you are very, very, very attractive, or whatever. No, it's because you actually put in you put in the investment, the time investment. You did what you need to do. You worked on your personality. You worked on who you are. You have really good character. You may have worked out and made yourself physically attractive. This did not all just fall in your lap, and they know it. Okay, or they may feel that someone who looks like you, or people who look like you, my beautiful viewer, are not the type to normally get a bunch of attention and things going your way, but somehow you made it happen, even though life should be hard on you. Okay, that should be your lot. Somehow you're having beautiful flowers blooming, you're decorated, you're gorgeous, you're glowing, and people are coming around you anyway. Okay, so adverse circumstances did not hold you back. This is why they don't like you. Okay. All right, this is why they got a problem with you. We have number 30, Ran and Ager. Co-creation. I unite with the power of love. I'm telling you, there's some type of relationship in your life. Okay? It could be romantic. It could be a business partnership. This is a reason why, and I feel like you're working together with this person that comes to you, shows you love, and very attracted to you, or you may have a series of boyfriends or girlfriends that people you just have admirers. You have people you are highly attractive and highly appealing, and you've attracted a soulmate or attracted a partner who is really profoundly and deeply into you. And this is why you're not liked. This is why they have a problem with you. If you're not in a beautiful and devoted relationship at this point in your life with a man or woman who's just so smitten with you, if that's not the case with you, what I'm getting from this is that you attract people. You attract clients. You attract customers. You easily attract people who see eye to eye with you and understand what it is you're doing. You know, you have that pull. You have that pull. You're able to pull people in. You have that star power, even, I would say. This is the reason why they have a problem with you. Okay? All right, let's take a look at your next column. We have Ace of Swords. Okay. The Ace of Swords. You're the truth. You are the truth, viewer. You are the truth. There's no fluff with you. There's no put on. Okay? What people see with you is what they get. Like, you're not a faker. You tell the truth. You also have the gift of clarity and perception. Okay. You're very intelligent as well. Very intelligent. Your intellect is high. You have also realized something. You've had an insight about something. Okay. You've hacked something. Your intelligence has helped you overcome adverse circumstances. Your intelligence has helped you manifest people who are attracted to you. Let's take a look at what else, okay, is going on here. Let's get more information. Murky thoughts. Yeah, so they feel dumb in comparison to you. They feel dumb. They feel that you're very intelligent, and in comparison, they're barely trying to make sense of what's happening. They may even come across like they're really smart, but they feel like there's a lot they don't understand. Okay? There's a lot they don't understand. They feel that you're able to also cut through the noise, and you have fresh insights. You can easily understand what's happening. I feel like there was some sort of murky situation that and I'm feeling like this has something. This intelligence card is coming up in context of some type of murky situation that may have happened, and they feel that you were able to see your way clear, see your way through. You were able to deduct what was actually happening or come up with some type of solution. And in comparison, they feel like they struggle with their situation. Okay? They struggle with murky thoughts about their situation, whereas you see things clearly. So maybe when it comes to like adversity or situations that you're dealing with, you're able to see the truth of the situation. So that allows you to operate from a place of power. Whereas they feel like they have a murky understanding. At least they got an appreciation of that. That's good. But they have a murky understanding of what's going on, and they feel like there must be something you see that they don't. And whereas they're struggling. Okay, we got a scallop shell here of some type. Pandora clam, Pandora goldiana. Curiosity, the possibility of a curious nature leading to trouble. The possibility of a curious nature leading to trouble. Curiosity. So I feel like this person, your hater or your haters, they feel that they do wonder about like how it is you came to be so intelligent. How is it that you came to be able to pierce the veil of illusion and see your way through, like obstacles or that people are throwing at you or life is throwing at you? How are you able to pierce this and come out victorious when it comes to insights, intelligence? How are you able to solve these problems? Okay. And I think that they figured out that you are very curious minded, that you have gone looking for information. And this is something, maybe they feel like you have gone and read up on things, you've researched things, you've asked around to help you understand what is happening. Maybe they've seen you do this and they don't like this about you. They don't like that you've expressed curiosity about certain things so you could understand, so you could learn, and they don't like it. Okay, this is the reason they don't like it. Maybe the thing you were curious about exposes them in some type of way, in a way they don't like. And this is why your hater or haters don't like it. Maybe they feel like they thrive in confusion. They thrive in things being murky, so they can get away with, I don't know, being lazy, doing nothing, or pretending that they're smarter than they really are. Or maybe they like for things to seem complicated, so people can be like, others can throw their hands up in the air and go, this is complicated. Never mind. And they're like, that's right. You just leave that alone. Leave it the way it is. That way I can stay here comfortable and hidden. Whereas you're asking questions. You're solving problems. You're like, well, what's going on there? Okay. Oh, I see. Well, let's just do this. Your curiosity leads you to solutions. But the solution causes your hater or haters problems. Okay. So, for instance, I could come up with an example. It's like maybe there's some kind of problem at your job, at your place of work, that they, when you got there, people are like, yeah, this is a really bad, you got to that section of the department, and they would tell you, yeah, this is a very complicated situation. It takes workers like 10 hours to get through this task every day. So we have some people dedicated to this. And maybe you come in and you start asking questions. You start realizing it's not that complicated. And in fact, there's a solution that could solve this problem and make it to where everyone can get this thing done in an hour rather than 10 hours. And maybe this is why they don't like you. Maybe you've just come up with a smarter way of doing things and it really bothers them. It really bothers them, fam. Or it could be that maybe there's a problem that they've been dealing with, okay, that they've had in their lives. But you are smart enough to not be dealing with this problem at all, or be able to solve your own problems, or be able to not be dealing with the problem at all, or be able to solve that problem in your own life. You're intelligent enough to figure it out, okay? Next we have in the light of the moon. Okay. Let's read that. That's beautiful. We have the killer whale jumping out of the water in the middle of the night, jumping back into the water. Usually it's dolphins that do this. I guess, I don't know. That's very interesting. Okay, we have a full moon can shine light on what you have been resisting. This can be anything from your fears to your soul's beauty. Wow. Yeah. Your hater or haters have been resisting something. Something that you have easily either done away with or easily understood. Okay? Or easily solved. They could be resisting the answers, the solutions that you provide. The light that you have shone on something, they're like, I don't want to know the way you are saying it needs to be done. I don't want to look at it. I'd rather hide behind these murky thoughts or murky ideas. I don't want your way, viewer. Okay, they don't want your brilliance. They don't want your intelligence. They don't want your insights. They don't want your solutions. They'd rather jump out and go back into the dark depths whence they came. They don't want the light of your full moon lighting the way for them, making everything easy. Okay, because they fear seeing the way clear for some reason. They fear clarity, your hater or your haters. They want things, they want games, they want clarity, they want murkiness, they want ignorance, they want, murky, they just don't want it to, they don't want answers, they don't want clarity, they don't want the light that you represent. Okay, next we have Rosa Mystica, dedication. I open my heart to abiding love. Wow, a lot of love messages coming through. We got I bloom with love, we got a couple here loving on each other, and we have here I open my heart to abiding love. Again, more light. Yeah. So there's a purity about you, viewer. There's a purity. You don't play games. You do not play games. You see things as they are. You're about the truth. You are dedicated to the light of the truth, viewer. You are dedicated to doing things purely out of love for the light. You don't play games. You're not about trying to string people along. You're not about trying to pretend you don't know. You're not about maintaining ignorance and maintaining covers. And, you live openly with the light shining radiantly and resplendently through your life and through the way you do what you do. Okay? And it's an act of love. You have a love for the light, viewer. And this is why this hater or haters do have, they got a problem with you. Because they like the shadows. They like to be hidden. Okay? And I'm not talking privacy here. I'm not talking, you expose will put all your business out there and they like to hide their business. No. I don't. It could be maybe for a few of you. But I think that for most of you, it's that you are so smart and you're about clarity. You're not playing games. You're not doing strategic games or playing mind games or holding back on people here or there or saying, well, it's got to be like this here and got to be like that there, and having some type of shady plan. You're very open. You don't play games, like I said. Okay, and you're ethical. Okay, you're truthful. You're intelligent. You don't see why there's any reason to hide anything. And this is why your hater or haters do not like you. Okay? Or have a problem with you. We have the Knight of Swords. Oh my God. Look at all these knights coming through. That's very interesting. There's a lot of movement going on in your life, viewer. A lot of movement. That's guided by the truth. Or this truthful bent that you have. With the Knight of Swords, I see that you have ambition. You take action. You move quickly. Okay? You're not slowing down. You have things to do. You get going. Okay? And maybe sometimes you're a bit blunt. It's possible. Or maybe this is their energy. Okay? Their energy, it could be partly yours, but this is maybe how they're viewing you too. But it just feels like it's something about the quickness. The quickness. Makes them have a problem with you. And maybe they feel like your logic is really sharp, really strong. And you move quickly and you think quickly. They've seen your intelligence at work in some type of way. I'm telling you. You got the Ace of Swords, you got the Knight of Swords. They've seen you do something really quickly, think really quickly. And they don't like you because of this. They got a problem with your speed of movement. It's like they want you to, they're like, no, slow down. This is their attitude towards you. Okay, your hater here. Like, slow down. No, hide it. Don't put it out there like that. No, don't quickly arrive at a solution. No, slow it down. No, don't get out there. Don't be preemptive. Don't be, no. They don't have that. They don't like that in you, if that is the case. Okay? They don't like it. They don't like how productive you are. How much you can do. How quickly you can do it. This is a Kipper card. We have military. Okay, wow. You have military precision. Okay? You're very disciplined, is what I'm seeing. You're very disciplined. And I got that with the Knight of Pentacles. You get up, you do your routine. Come rain, come shine. You show up. You put up, you get it done. regardless of what's happening. And you move quickly too. That's what I'm getting. I see this as slowness, but I'm also seeing quickness here. So maybe you go a little bit slower when times are adverse, but when things are great, you move hella quick. And they just don't like this. They don't like the progress energy you got going on. Progressive energy. Let's go ahead and move on to, doing things better. Let's go ahead and move on to progress. Let's go ahead and make this improvement here. I see what it is. What it is that we're all the same. Or what it is that we don't need these few steps here. Let's just get here and then we'll have the solution. We'll be doing this. Problem solved. Let's do this and move on to the next stage of our evolution or the next stage of our progress. They don't like this in you. Okay, that's their problem with you. They don't like that you're about solutions. They don't like you're about the light. They don't like that you have admirers. They don't like that people love you for it. They don't like that you are hardy. You withstood things because of your internal glow. You don't need the glow of others admiring you because your skin looks a certain way or your hair looks a certain way or you're pretty or whatever. Your beauty is internal. You may also be attractive, actually. I'm kind of picking up on that. You may actually be also physically attractive, okay? But I am getting that it's internal to you. There's an internal light that they dislike you for. They got a problem with. They realize that their tactics of, well, let me be cold and let me snob viewer. Let me do like this. Let me, maybe if I can get some people to be in cahoots with me with snobbing viewer, maybe that will slow them down a little bit. Does not affect you none. It affects you none. It's like it's not even happening. And this is why they got a problem with you. Another conch let's take a look. It's the grinning tun. The grinning tun. Malia ringens. Grinning, okay. Smiling, maintaining a sense of humor. You see? Doing it with a smile. You're not easily discombobulated from the outside, viewer. This is why they don't like you. They notice that your happiness remains, regardless of whether they're being nice to you, whether they're being accepting of you, whether they want to, whether they're feeling bad, if they're feeling... I feel like this might be one of those people who's like a killjoy, or like that misery loves company. They really bought into that. And so they think, if I'm sad, they'll, viewer will eventually become sad like me. And you don't let that... Are you kidding me? Your light is shining resplendently. Your glow is internal. People are coming at you because you don't stop. Okay, viewer? Your energy shines through. They don't like this. They want you to follow their pace. That if they're down, they want you to be down. If they're slow, they want you to be slow. If they're playing dumb or being strategic and keeping certain things ignorant, they want you to do the same. And you are not playing in their energy. You don't go for that. It's like they're not even there. It's like they're invisible to you. Okay? What they're trying to pull, the tactics they're trying to pull. Wow. They see that you laugh too. They see that you have fun while you do your work. That you're just almost maniacally. You're like, oh yeah, let's do this next. Okay, great. Oh my gosh, I love this. All right, next. Okay, maybe not literally that fast, but they're so slow and so resistant to progress that to them you seem too enthusiastic. Too movement prone, too progress prone, too intelligence motivated. They don't like that because of who they are. Okay. We have dancing in the rainbow. Break free from whatever you feel is holding you back. Express happiness. Find out what you truly desire. Wow, yes, you're happy. You are not allowing other people to kill your joy. That's why they don't like you. Your zeal remains. Your discipline remains. Your smiling while you work and get things done remains. You not only keep your eye on the rainbow, you bathe in the rainbow lights. Okay? You dance in the rainbow lights. Okay? You break free from whatever's holding you back. If they're the kind of person that's like, I want viewer to be glum like me and sulk like me, and you're like, nope, I'm not going to be doing that. You just are like, oh, well, that's good for you. I'm sorry you're like that, but I got to go. Your vibration is free of their control and free of their dark influence. Okay? You find out what it is you truly desire. you express happiness, and you go after the things you desire. You're living in your happiness. They don't even know how to do this. And this is why they don't like you, because you've acclimated to being the happy, gleeful dolphin, laughing joyfully through your stuff. Look, we have the dancing in the rainbow dolphin expressing happiness. We have a grinning tongue, right? Next, we have God of the Nile. My joyful dedication and perseverance are paying off. Look, again, joyful. You smile while you work. If you have responsibilities or something to take care of, you got a smile on your face while you're doing it. Why not? You're like, I'm alive. I'm happy. I'm happy, bitches. Like, I like my life. I want to go do this thing. Your brain is hardwired, or maybe you've acclimated to this through time, patience, determination, and discipline. You have acclimated to, I maintain joy while I do whatever it is I need to do. Look at all these cotton balls, knitting balls. Look at this person in uniform. This all implies industriousness. We have the loom here. You're keeping it going, okay? And you're happy about it, okay? You're happy about it. It enriches you. You are enriched by your joyfulness and productiveness, your productivity. And this is what they got a problem with in you. They're like, please don't act like work is fun. Please don't act like your responsibilities in life. Please don't act like your responsibilities in life make you happy, or that you can maintain happiness while doing this. So this person, your haters, they may struggle with depression, or they may struggle with feelings of sadness or disappointment in life in general. And they kind of take it out on you or people like you. They may have had someone let them down, maybe been let down by their career, let down in love, let down somehow. And I think they're intelligent though, but they've learned to dim their light. They've learned to be like, no, you can't do that. When you put yourself out there like that and you're like this, you're like that, they hurt you. They take advantage of you. Good things will not come. You got to hold back on them. All right, so you not holding back, you being gleefully like, doing your work, unabashedly loving stuff, all these things, glowing from within, regardless of whether it's cold or hot. They can't take it. They don't like you for this. They don't like it. They want you to be like them, flaky, inconsistent, solemn, and moping, and all that. They don't want you like this. Okay. All right. Let's move on to your next column. We have the Six of Cups. Oh, I love that. We have children involved here, or childhood. Look, we have this kid here bringing a small black cat to come show it to the panther in the cage. Wow, interesting. Okay, so my beautiful viewer, I feel like your hater or your haters got a problem with the way you are. You're just so playful and light. They want you to act like dowdy and like beat down, like I got all this work to do, I'm just tired, and life is hard. And they want you to act beat down. They want you to act put upon. But you don't. You're cheerful. You come by, you offer things. You're like, would you like this? And they're like, what are you doing? And it's like, you want a hug? Life is hard. What are you talking about? And it's like, they don't like this cheerful, lighthearted, almost childlike energy in you. They don't like it because it goes against this. They have this meditatively fixed opinion or perspective that life is a burden, that life sucks, that life is hard. So why be happy? Why be gleeful about it? You gotta, this isn't. So it could be too that what it is that they're just not wired that way. They may need to reprogram themselves, and so they're kind of stuck in their own patterns, and you conflict against that pattern. They don't want to see you be happy and taking joy in whatever's around. They're like, what are you doing? Okay. I also feel like this could be someone that you grew up with, your hater or your haters. It could be a child, someone young, someone younger than you. And they don't like seeing you play with life. Oh, let me change your candle. I'll be right back. I'm also getting that Man, I think this person doesn't like you because they can see that you are a very potent individual, and you are very, like, there's something very special about you too. That's what I'm getting. Something very special about you, something very powerful, something very potent lies within, and you have learned how to channel it and almost attained a level of like godhood in it. Like it's like you have, your inner crown is on, you know? Your inner crown is on, and they can tell, they can see it in you. You're very special, pure. You've learned to channel your inner godhood. Okay? Because we're all little godlings, right? Come from that great ocean of the highest light. We have that same light inside of us. And you've learned how to channel that light. Light comes out of you. There's a glow. And they see it and they're hating on it, because this is not where they focus their energies. They could do the same, but this is not who they have focused themselves on becoming. That's not their track. That's yours. And it's making them feel like, I mean, this is why they got a problem with you. They don't like seeing it on you. Okay? They want you to dim it. They want you to suppress it and not focus your energies there like they have done. So this could be a child. Jesus, if it's a child, I feel kind of sorry for this child. Well, this could be someone that you grew up with. This could be someone that works with children. This could be someone who, they got a problem with you because you are able to chop wood, carry water, right? Get things done, and let your inner child come out to play. You can do both. Okay? You can do both. And you're not intimidated. It's another thing they don't like about you. They don't like how you're not intimidated by quote-unquote scary things. Or things, maybe this person works hard on trying to be intimidating. Or trying to have, like a presence. And they see that you're just like, oh, you're just like a little kid. You're like, oh, that you see this big, serious, scary looking panther in the crate's like pissed off. It's been caged. It's like her. And you're coming over with a little baby cat. You're like, look at this cat. I got a little cat to show you. Looks just kind of like you, actually. This is my little household pet, Leo. And you're just this big, giant thing. Look, it looks kind of like you, doesn't it? And they're like looking at you like, you better get that. They are so mad that you're not afraid of them. They're so mad. They want you to be intimidated by them for some reason. To run, to be scared. And they're like, you're not at all. And it really deeply bothers them. Or they want you to be all about all work, no play, all work, no play. Makes Jack Jill a dull boy or a dull girl. And you're not doing it. You take time out to play sometimes. And you let your inner child show. And I feel like part of this anger is coming from your hater or your haters, is coming from they let their inner child die. They let their inner child go impoverished. They are not good to children. They don't think that part of life deserves a place. And they're wrong for that. And so they feel robbed, but they've suppressed this and they're taking that anger out on you. That's another message coming through. We have woman, number 29. Beautiful. Why do they have a problem with you? When you've done nothing wrong. I think they think that you're pretty, that you look young, you're good looking, you dress well. You appear nice. You appear nicely. Your attire is pleasant. You dress well. You look good. You dress in complimentary ways. You're not dressed in tatters, or you take good care of yourself, and you're a generally attractive person. We have seahorse. You have a seahorse here. Being the ideal husband or father or any nurturing male. So I'm getting a picture here of a family. Okay, I think they feel like you have some type of idyllic family situation going on. They don't like it. Maybe you're a well-loved child, or you're a loved wife or girlfriend or something. You have a man in your life, or a husband who takes really good care of you, sticks around, very nurturing, and allows your inner child to play. Your children are doing well. So I'm getting like a happy family setting. That's kind of one of the messages I'm getting here. You may have a very happy family setting where it's not at all dysfunctional. It's a loving space where you are thriving and your children are thriving. you're getting your work done and you're happy and you look good. It's not all work and no play makes Jack or Jill a dull boy or girl. It's I get my work done, and then when I'm done, I go get dressed. I pretty up, gussy up. I let my little inner child play, or I let my children play, and I'm a balanced creature, and I'm happy, and I'm well adjusted, and I'm not dysfunctional. They don't like this about you, man. This person, I feel like your haters are people who are broken, or who are dealing with trauma, or people who they got some misguided ideas about how life should work, how things should go. They got some crappy ideas. We got pushed to surface. Number 27. You may have become complacent. That's them. You might be stalling, exactly, or in need of a new surge of energy. I told you, they're morose, they're somber, they may be depressed. Become aware of the dynamics of your life. Yeah. They just feel like, compared to you, they're in the dark. They're in the dark. Whereas you push to the surface. You go for the light every time. You go for the light. The light. You go for the light. And they are like, but we have to stay down here in the dark. That's how it is. It's like, no, that's you, honey. That's you. That's the hater. Your haters. They've chosen that value system for their lives. Or this erroneous or mistaken idea of what life should be like because they're depressed. They're hanging out in the dark, in the sunken place, right? Maybe not the sunken place, but you know what I'm saying. But then when they see you rise to the surface, they see that you're supported in rising to the surface, that you support your children in rising to the surface, that you're all about seeking the light. And this is the theme of the energy that goes on in your family life, that goes on in your personal sphere, that goes on with the way your father treated you, or how you treat your father, or how you treat your family. Okay? Alright, but next we have Lord Shiva. Divine fusion. Ooh, I love that. The male and the female coming together. When I say male and female, I mean energetically. Okay, the anima and the animus. I unite with sacred synergy. Oh my gosh, you're so balanced. You're so balanced. So, yeah, they feel like your life is very functional. You don't have dysfunctionality in your life. Yeah, negative or corrupted or twisted or dark patterns are not rife in your life. They're not run amok in your life. You seek light as a way of being, and it permeates your whole family unit. It's not just you. It's your dad, it's your mom, or it's your kids, or the kind of family that you're creating for yourself. Or it's maybe if you're a teacher and you work with kids, this is the message, the energy that you transmit to them. You're about pushing them up to the light. You don't leave them stuck in the dark ages with antiquated limiting thoughts. You elevate them. You take them towards the light. Okay? You symbolize, I feel like there are cosmic forces present in your life that are leading you to seek a higher level of consciousness. Okay? There's something about your inner child is healed. You're not walking around as a broken person, okay? Or you're in the process of healing your inner child, and you have been exposed to certain spiritual truths, and you're aspiring to live according to those truths. You're not one of these, oh my gosh, my viewer, you're not one of these basic people, or the people who I call that are asleep. They're in various levels or stages of sleepiness, right? But you're not asleep. You are awake, and you are seeking the light, and your haters can see this in you, and they want you to be asleep. They want you to go back to, you've got spiritual truths coming out of Lord Shiva here. They want you to go back to ignoring certain truths and live in the darkness. They want you to be afraid. They want you to be afraid. They want you to keep yourself small. They want you to keep yourself hidden. Wow. That is insane. Oh my gosh. Your haters, they're disturbed, man. We got the 5 of Cups. I feel like your haters, they gave up on their dreams. They gave up on... They found out that they were... Whatever they were into, it's like they were chasing rainbows. And it turned out to not be real. Yeah. It feels like maybe there was someone sold them a lie in their life, where they fell for a certain story and thought that was how life is. And then they got to the end of the rainbow and found that there was maybe nothing there. I see these, they're these, what is this? Let me get the booklet here to figure out what these items are. The Five of Cups. I want to get a description here. Okay, it says here, the stream is dried up from the dry season, from the human abuse of the soil. The young fairy cries bitter tears for the companion she loved, who sang in the current and now is gone. They're mourning the loss of someone, maybe a family member, because they see you with your family members and your friends, and maybe the loss of a loved one, maybe a suitor or someone they were romantically involved with. Maybe they're still mourning the loss of this person. Okay, she carries away her empty cups. She does not notice a new spring that gushes under the rainbow. The Five of Cups speaks of loss. So maybe they went to go. It's water that they're viewing as the thing this person went for. But when they got there, it says here, she carries away her empty cups. They said that the current is now gone. So when she got there, the current was gone. Okay, or they, your hater or haters. So they walked away empty-handed. But if only they had turned around, they would have seen that it was refilling. Okay, so it's kind of like their own doing. They're too caught up in being disappointed. They're too caught up in mourning. They're too caught up in regret. They're too caught up in their depressed state. It says here, the Five of Cups speaks of loss, pain that is slow to heal, a trauma. They must have undergone some type of trauma surrounding emotional. It had an emotional impact on them, or it was a relationship of some type. Maybe their spirituality, maybe they're spiritually harmed in some type of way. The Five of Cups speaks of loss, pain that is slow to heal, a trauma that strikes us unprepared and prevents us from appreciating how much still remains whole. And yet each five is not a definitive state, but a passage, a crisis underway. By becoming aware and going through the pain, we reach healing. We water our wounds to be reborn. Okay, that's the healing message there at the end. So it looks like this person suffered some type of loss. Your hater, your haters, they had suffered some type of personal loss. They walked away with the idea that life sucks and you're just not going to get what you want and you're going to be let down in major ways. And they got caught up in that perspective. They're moping. They're mourning something. They're moping over something. The loss of a significant relationship, or the loss of something that meant a lot to them. Or, you know, they got let down by someone or something. Okay, so let's take a look at this Lenormand card. We have Mountain, right? Yeah, they feel that you are immovable. They had some kind of obstacle in their life that came up. They got in the way of their happiness. I'm also getting that they see that you are not easily moved away from your happiness like they are, right? Look, they're turning their back on their rainbow and their happiness and walking away. They're seeing that you're immovable when it comes to your rainbow and your happiness. You stick around waiting for it. Hopefully, you never go anywhere. Next, we have another conch here, or seashell. Mercados nutmeg. Sculptia mercados. Futility. Beating your head against the wall. Being impenetrable. Wow, we kind of got that a little bit with the being impenetrable. So they see that you can't be easily let down. You can't be easily disappointed. Maybe. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Also getting like this person, this is talking a lot about their situation. The reason they have a problem with you is because they felt like they went through something. They went through something for sure. They were personally and deeply hurt. They kept trying to make something in their life work. Something that you have going right for yourself. Maybe you have a beautiful family. Maybe you have a thriving business. Maybe you didn't give up on school or learning something. Or maybe, you know, in the romance sector, you know, you seem to have scored it big. You have someone who really loves you. Maybe when it comes to business, you stuck with it. But for them, they felt like, it feels to me like they did stick with it for a while, hoping for something to change, to get better. But then they gave up, okay? Instead of, if they just waited a little bit longer, they would have seen that the stream filled back up, and they would have been able to walk away with their cups full. Okay, So it looks like they really did invest themselves in something, really thought something was going to play out a certain way, and it didn't. And they have enough proof. They can tell themselves, oh, I was there for years, or oh, I grew up with that person, I trusted that person, or all the check marks were there, and still I got let down. I waited there for 10 years, and still I got let. They have a story they tell themselves that proves to them facts and reality, a reality that you reject, you do not live by. And it's worked out really well for you. And I feel like they have a problem with you because their life it feels like it's been one big burden or obstacle or something that they were not able to overcome. We have blend into the environment. We have a beautiful, intelligent octopus here. Blend into the environment. Yeah, so octopi are really good about their skin takes on certain colors to blend into the environment, or they can even take on textures that match the environment, right? Okay, it says here, you have many skills and can fit into any situation. Take time to assess what is going on around you and adapt accordingly, right? So they feel that in contrast, you have shown a sort of unearthly kind of skill or talent, perhaps you have multiple, that allows you to overcome whatever obstacle they couldn't overcome. They feel that you overcame it, and it speaks to your gargantuan intellect and your varied and amazing skills. Okay, it's like they view you a bit of it's like like an intellectual god or something. It's crazy. Okay, this is how you're coming off to this person. Okay, you're very intelligent. Your haters think that you're very intelligent, and you're able to overcome the hard situations that they had to give up on or walk away from, that they felt let down in. A business that failed, a relationship that didn't work, or giving up on the dating world, or someone let them down, or something didn't go well, and it's precisely in those realms that you have shown an ability to master and overcome and do very well. And what I'm getting also is that another message coming through is they think that that's what it takes to overcome what they went through. They're like, oh yeah, viewer isn't human, viewer is alien, viewer is like other, they're weird, they're so different, and that's what it takes to thrive and overcome and be a success in a situation like this. It didn't even work out for me. It took an alien like viewer oh my gosh, an alien creature like viewer from some other, it could be like you're from another culture, or that they're not used to, or another family background that they didn't come from, or there's something about you that strikes them as extremely exotic, odd, and different. And they've told themselves this excuse that that's why you're doing well. Okay, you're so different, and this is part of why they got a problem with you. Okay, we have Tibetan Buddhist monk. Mindfulness. I listen to the wisdom of my heart. Exactly. So they do feel that you're very exceptional. You got a child monk there. A lot of times when you see those child monks, it's because they have specially selected these children, okay, through certain, like, they have, like, when they're born and they're little, if a very revered monk or priest passed away, they usually will go look for his new avatar, right, or his new reincarnation, and they'll find kids that they think is the priest, and they'll have the parents. It's usually considered an honor, and the parents will bring their son to the monastery, and they'll have the priest's items mixed into a bunch of other items, and tell the kid, go find whichever ones you like. And then that's usually the test. Like, if they pick out multiple of the items that belong to the priest, they're like, okay, we found this little child is the reincarnated monk. They are highly revered monk who recently passed away. He's come back in your son. And then they I don't know if this is a choice, if they if they have to leave the child there, or if, you know, I don't know about that part. I don't know. You guys may want to tell me. You may want to look this up. This is like in Tibet or India, places like this, where they have these traditions, or Nepal, you know, and they will, I don't know if maybe the parents don't have a choice, or they can be like, well, yeah, okay, we see that this kid is obviously has passed your test, but we're going to take him home. We don't want him to have this life. Or if maybe they don't have a choice and they have to leave the child there. I don't know. But, you know, it's like, it's this type of energy, right? Your hater or haters feel that you're very special. That you're like, you're an avatar of something very unique. Something, you're not normal, right? You're abnormal. You're special. You're, atypical, okay? And you're rare. That's another thing too. They think that you're rare. The fact that you're thriving, succeeding, doing well in areas that they couldn't do well in and thrive. What it takes, they feel, is someone who is rare and someone who is alien. Someone who's otherworldly. That's what it takes, because they feel like you're not like them. You're not human. Or you're not the typical human anyway. And so because you're so different in their eyes, this is another reason they got a problem with you. They're like, so you have to be the one who is alien and could thrive and do very exceedingly well in this situation. Who knows where you came from, or, you know, or whatever. It's just, this person is wrapped up in their resentments. They don't know anything, you know, and I feel like they may be young kid or young at heart. It's possible. Or immature. They got a lot of soul work to do, and it's, you know, we're all on a journey. We're all on a journey, and this person's on a journey, and they've walked away disappointed, but they'll get there at some point. I don't know if it's going to be in this lifetime while they know you, but this is part of what's going on. This is part of why they have a problem with you. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and get your advice. I'll be right back. Okay, so now for your advice. Let's take a look at your oracle cards and see the first one. We're going to start from here. We have dolphin. Have fun. Oh my gosh. We saw a dolphin somewhere else too. Did they view you as a dolphin having fun? Yeah, exactly. Basically, keep having fun. Yeah, keep having fun. Keep doing you. Keep being that beautiful dolphin that you are. Frolicking, jumping about in the waves. Having a good time, you know, in that rainbow, right? Dancing and prancing in that rainbow. You found the rainbow. I know that they walked away from the rainbow, right? They walked away from it. Even if they just waited a little longer, you know, they would see the water refill back in. But you keep dancing in that rainbow and frolicking in those watery waves, okay? That's what Spirit is saying. Don't you even sweat this hater for a minute. You didn't do anything wrong, and it turns out you didn't. All you did was basically persevere through hard times, right? They gave up. I mean, they may have persevered for some time, but they gave up. They walked away, and you persevered, and you have, you know, enjoying some of the fruits of your success. I think it's a beautiful thing. So the advice for you is just keep having a good time. Enjoy it. Enjoy your life. Have fun. It says literally have fun. Okay? Enjoy it where you're at. Okay? And so the next piece of advice we're getting, coral. Be authentic. Be yourself. Yeah. Don't hold back yourself around this person or people. No. Be yourself completely. Your hair is like, you know, their energy is like totally tangential and almost irrelevant, you know. In fact, I would say just flat out irrelevant to what you're going through. It's good to keep an ear out and figure out, like we're at this reading trying to figure out what the problem is. Was it me? You know, whatever. It's not you. It's them. And, you know, the perfect response to this is don't stop being yourself. Keep having fun and be you. Okay? Keep growing too. Keep playing. Keep growing. Let your network continue to get bigger. Let your influence continue to spread. This is how you spread your influence. That raises the vibration of people as a whole. So whether they're open to it or not, that's on them. I do feel that they're a bit of a child, but they will grow. They will grow. Okay, they will grow. And so it's up to you. The onus is on you to maintain that vibe, and in time it will infect them. I feel you stand a good chance of infecting them, or at least infecting others with your zeal and your happiness while you work, and your clarity, and just cutting to the chase and doing what needs to be done. And you're so funny, viewer. You're funny. I love your energy. We have anchor. Stay grounded. Exactly. You're onto something. You're onto something. You've locked on, you've glommed on to the right information. You're in the right place at the right time. Stick with it. Okay? Keep doing you. I would just say have fun and be yourself, and stay where you're at. Don't move because of this person. Be you. It's your job to be yourself, radiate this beautiful energy, Rosa Mystica, and perhaps infect them. Okay? Don't look to be doing that. Okay? Don't say my goal is to infect them. No, your goal is to have fun, stay grounded, and be yourself, and that will naturally do its thing. Okay, we got fish, embrace change. Interesting. We have stay grounded, meaning stay down to earth, and embrace change. So I am getting that you will notice a change in your environment, or notice a change with this person. Embrace it. If you see a change that this person makes, don't say, oh God, they're pretending, I know who they are, they've been like this whole time, I don't trust them. No, trust change. Any change you see, trust it. Embrace it, in fact. Okay, it's a good thing. Next we have peer, new beginnings. I do see a new beginning is coming. A new beginning is coming. Maybe with this person, I don't know. I do feel like there is a change coming, and it's going to represent a new beginning for you. Perhaps there's a change you need to make with the way you were reading this person's energy, or the way you were receiving their energy. Okay? So once you make this shift or make this switch, and you embrace this change that you need to make, where it's like, okay, wow, they're hurting, they've been through things. It's because of, what they went through that they have a problem with me. All this stuff. So this will give you a new beginning, a new lease on how you view them and how you handle the situation. And finally, we're getting polar bear, blessings. Yeah, revel in your blessings. Revel in your blessings. You're blessed. You are truly blessed. And like I said, this person did spend quite a bit of time waiting or investing themselves into something. This wasn't a fly-by-night type of situation that they dealt with. And they walked away disappointed. Maybe they started a business and they really stuck with it. I see a lot of progress there. They built a bridge, everything was going, but the train is slow. It was slow progress, and they had to give up and walk away. But as they walked away, stuff started flowing. So you are blessed in the fact that things have gone well for you, and remember that. Okay, and be grateful for what you have, and start afresh with this situation, how you view this person. Be willing to embrace a change on their part. If you see one, let it lead to a new beginning, and frolic in your blessings, and teach them. Maybe if you do get an opportunity to get in close to this person and get to know them, teach them positive mindedness. Teach them gratitude for every little thing. That's the thing. If you want to have an influence on this person, that's the thing that you should give to them, is positivity, and clinging to it, and basking in it, and wallowing in gratitude and reflection on your blessings. Okay. And that's what I'm seeing in the cards for you, my beautiful viewer. Thank you so much for stopping by today and checking out this reading. It's definitely a very beautiful message, and I hope it's going to help you understand this hater or your haters better, and bring about some type of resolution, healing, understanding, clarity, and which I think you have a lot of. If you've enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm really curious to know where you're watching from. If you could let me know in the comment section, I'm really curious, like what country, state, or part of the world you're watching from, or town even. If you found what I'm doing here to be very useful, or you enjoy it, and you would like to support my work, then you can do so by subscribing, okay? That would really be very helpful to this channel, and I would really deeply appreciate it. Now, if you have already subscribed, then I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I do love you. Thank you for being a part of this collective. You're very precious to me. You know, I'm really grateful for you, the way you've contributed to the growth of this channel, and I can hope to continue to serve you and bring you readings that are relevant and uplifting. If you would like to know what else you can do to support this channel, then please consider pushing the hype button on this video to help hype up this video, because it's on this is a relatively new channel, a small channel too. Take good care of yourself, okay? And I'll catch up with you in the next one. Bye!